Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslakir Gerleif. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey into the heart of Siberia to unravel the mysteries of a fascinating cult that has captured the world's attention. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. Picture this, a vast frozen landscape stretching as far as the eye can see, a place where the sun barely rises in the winter and the nights seem endless. It's here, in the remote depths of Siberia, that a peculiar group of people have built a community unlike any other. The Vissarion Cult, named after its enigmatic leader, has been the subject of much speculation and intrigue. Who is this man who claims to be the reincarnation of Jesus Christ? What drives his followers to abandon modern society and live in isolation? And what really happens behind the closed doors of this secretive commune? To understand the Vissarion Cult, we need to go back to the early 1990s, a time of great upheaval in Russia. The Soviet Union had collapsed, leaving many people feeling lost and disillusioned. It was against this backdrop that Sergei Torop, a former traffic cop from Krasnodar, had a revelation that would change his life and the lives of thousands of others forever. Torop, who now goes by the name Vissarion, claims that he experienced a mystical awakening in 1991. He says he realized that he was the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, returned to Earth to lead humanity into a new era of peace and enlightenment. It's a bold claim, to be sure, but one that has resonated with many people seeking answers in a time of chaos and uncertainty. In the years that followed, Vissarion began to gather a devoted following. He preached a message of love, compassion, and unity with nature, drawing on elements of Christianity, Buddhism, and environmentalism. His charismatic personality and magnetic presence drew people from all walks of life, from young idealists to disillusioned professionals. By the mid-1990s, Vissarion had established a commune in the Siberian wilderness, a place he called the Abode of Dawn. Here, his followers could live according to his teachings, free from the corrupting influences of modern society. They built simple wooden houses, grew their own food, and lived in harmony with the natural world around them. Life in the Abode of Dawn is not for the faint of heart. The winters are long and brutal, with temperatures dropping to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Food is scarce, and many residents rely on meager rations of bread and potatoes. But for Vissarion's followers, these hardships are a small price to pay for the chance to live in a community of like-minded individuals, united in their devotion to their leader and his teachings. But not everyone is convinced that Vissarion is the savior he claims to be. Critics accuse him of brainwashing his followers and running a dangerous cult. They point to his strict rules and regulations, which govern everything from diet to sexual behavior, as evidence of his controlling nature. Some former members have even spoken out about the psychological and physical abuse they endured during their time in the commune. Despite these controversies, the Vissarion cult continues to attract new members from around the world. According to a 2019 article in The Guardian, the commune now has over 4,000 residents, with thousands more visiting each year to attend religious festivals and ceremonies. So what is it about Vissarion and his teachings that draws people in? Some experts believe it has to do with the human need for belonging and purpose. In a world that can feel increasingly fragmented and isolating, the idea of living in a close-knit community, united by a common belief system, can be incredibly appealing. Others point to the role of charismatic leadership in cult formation. Vissarion, with his flowing robes, piercing blue eyes, and mesmerizing speeches, certainly fits the bill of a magnetic leader. He has a way of making his followers feel special, chosen, as if they are part of something greater than themselves. But perhaps the most compelling aspect of the Vissarion cult is its focus on environmentalism and sustainable living. In a time of climate crisis and ecological destruction, the idea of living in harmony with nature holds a powerful appeal. Vissarion's followers reject modern technology and consumerism, instead embracing a simpler way of life that prioritizes self-sufficiency and respect for the earth. Of course, the question remains, is the Vissarion cult truly a model for sustainable living? Or is it just another example of a charismatic leader exploiting vulnerable people for his own gain? The answer, as with most things in life, is likely somewhere in between. What we can say for certain is that the Vissarion cult represents a fascinating case study in the power of belief and the human search for meaning. In a world that can feel increasingly chaotic and uncertain, it's understandable that some people would be drawn to a leader who promises answers and a sense of belonging. But as with any group that operates outside the mainstream, it's important to approach the Vissarion cult with a critical eye. While some may find solace and purpose within its walls, others may find themselves trapped in a dangerous and controlling environment. Ultimately, the story of the Vissarion Cult is a reminder of the complex nature of human spirituality and the lengths we will go to find meaning in our lives. It's a tale of hope and disillusionment, of community and isolation, of the power of belief and the dangers of blind faith. As we continue to grapple with the challenges of the modern world, from climate change to social unrest, it's more important than ever to approach these issues with an open mind and a critical eye. We must be willing to ask tough questions and challenge our assumptions, even as we search for ways to build a more just and sustainable future. So what can we learn from the Vissarion Cult? Perhaps it's that the human spirit is resilient and adaptable, capable of finding meaning and purpose even in the most extreme circumstances. Perhaps it's that the search for community and belonging is a powerful force, one that can lead us to unexpected places and challenge our deepest beliefs. Or maybe, just maybe, it's that the answers we seek are not always found in the words of a charismatic leader or the confines of a closed community, but within ourselves and the world around us. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the Vissarion Cult and the larger questions of human spirituality and purpose, let us approach these issues with curiosity, compassion, and a willingness to learn from one another. Only then can we hope to build a world that is truly sustainable, just, and fulfilling for all. And that's our deep dive into the fascinating world of the Vissarion Cult. I hope this journey has sparked your curiosity and left you with plenty to ponder. Join me next time as we continue to explore the strange and wonderful corners of our world. Until then, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep seeking the truth, wherever it may lead you.